Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer brought to you by Forge College. Today, we're diving into a really crucial piece of the Solana development puzzle. The title of today's lesson is Continuous Integration with Test Automation and Error Tracking. Now, you might remember that in our previous explainer, we talked all about layered architecture and scalability patterns. Well, how do we actually guarantee that all those beautifully scaled layers continue to work perfectly without completely breaking as your codebase grows? That is exactly where the critical need for automated quality checks comes into play. So here's a quick look at our agenda for today. We'll kick things off with beyond the local machine, then move into building the CI pipeline, followed by handling your test artifacts. After that, we'll look at automated error tracking hooks, and finally wrap up with passing the audit trail. Let's get right into it. All right, Section 1, Beyond the Local Machine. It is officially time to leave the phrase, well, it works on my machine, in the dust for good. Okay, so we've all been caught in this classic developer trap, right? Your code compiles perfectly on your laptop, your local emulator is humming along nicely, and honestly, you feel absolutely invincible. But what actually happens when you push that code? How do we ensure that your brilliant new Solana DApp survives when it leaves the cozy, predictable safety of your local setup and mixes with everyone else's code in version control? It's a pretty stark contrast. On one hand, you have local validation. It's completely manual, highly prone to weird environment errors, and it leaves absolutely zero documentation behind. It's essentially the trust me bro, it works method of software development. But on the flip side, we have automated validation. This is repeatable, permanently tied to your version control, and it actually produces concrete evidence. We're basically taking the absolute chaos of manual checks and replacing it with disciplined, reproducible proof. Moving on to Section 2, Building the CI Pipeline. Consider this the robotic QA inspector's blueprint. So what exactly are the core mechanics of this blueprint? Well, it all comes down to continuous integration, or CI. Essentially, this means connecting your repository to automated test runs so that every single commit produces reproducible evidence about your software's quality. Try to imagine a tireless, completely unbiased robotic inspector. Its only job is to evaluate every single code change you make, completely headlessly on a server, exactly the same way every single time. Let's actually walk through this robotic inspector's workflow, kind of like what you'd see if you were using GitHub Actions. Step 1, you set up the toolchain for Rust or Node. Step 2, you start the Solana test-validator. And hey, always use that -- reset flag so you start with a totally clean slate. Step 3, run the tests. Now pay close attention to this part. You absolutely must preserve your exit codes. If a test fails but your script just happily exits with a 0, your CI pipeline is just going to blindly think everything is totally fine. And finally, Step 4, collect the artifacts. The best part, the whole shebang runs automatically in the background on every single push. Which brings us to Section 3, handling your test artifacts. These are the products of the pipeline. Once this automated pipeline finishes its super rigorous testing, it spits out data. We call these outputs artifacts. They are the structured, machine-readable outputs, like your reports, logs, and traces that are produced by your automated test runs. You can think of them like the physical receipts and diagnostic readouts printed out by our factory robot. It's your undeniable, hard proof of what just happened. Now, we generally look to collect 4 main types of artifacts. First up, JUnit or XUnit XML. This gives us machine-readable results that are absolutely perfect for trend dashboards. Next, structured JSON. This handles custom assertions and on-chain state snapshots, which you'll usually push to external storage. Then we have log bundles. These capture detailed failure traces. We compress these and link them directly to failure tickets. And lastly, performance traces. These give us crucial timing data to push to a monitoring backend. Every single piece of evidence is perfectly staged for your analysis. All right, Section 4, automated error tracking hooks. Think of this as the factory alarm system. Look, in the real world of building Web3 apps, things break. It happens. And as Forge College highly recommends, you really need a structured alarm system for when they do. The absolute key here is non-blocking artifact collection. See, even if your tests fail, our hook generates a lightweight JSON failure stub, shoots off a post request to an external API, and includes a handy link to the compressed logs. This makes sure that failures automatically create actionable bug reports without just panicking and shutting down the entire pipeline before your evidence is even saved. Actually, let's save you from hours of agonizing over fixed success reports by going over a few common CI mistakes. Number 1, masking exit codes. If your wrapper script eats the failure code, your CI is going to report a cheerful green checkmark while your codebase is literally on fire.
Always capture and re-exit. Number 2, not resetting the validator state. Seriously, use that reset flag, or you are going to be chasing phantom errors from previous runs all day. And number 3, uploading massive unpruned logs. Please, nobody wants to download a 500 megabyte text file just to find a bug. Compress your evidence, folks.
And that brings us to our final stop, Section 5, passing the audit trail, the inspector's stamp of approval. Ultimately, all of this automation really serves a dual purpose. On the one hand, CI acts as a guardrail. It's your immediate protection, stopping bad code from infecting your main branch right at merge time. But on the other hand, CI is also your documentation. It provides this long-term historic evidence that tells security auditors, yes, we tested this thoroughly, and here is the timestamped proof. So if you take nothing else away from today's explainer, remember this. CI is both your guardrail and your documentation. Having a persistent, automated test history is exactly what prepares you for the next critical step in your development journey, which is designing security testing principles for Solana. And that leaves us with one final, kind of provocative question. Is your continuous testing history actually ready for an auditor's eyes? Be honest, because if you're still relying on local checks, the answer is probably no. But by implementing these automated pipelines, you're going to have irrefutable evidence. To dive deeper into topics just like this, make sure to visit forge.college. Keep building, keep testing, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.